got ourselves team 2 with Moosey over on the Windwalker. We got Sosma about on that team. We got us Aaron as well. Last time we had to fight versus a rogue. Hopefully not this time. Now as well as Tell. Jordan back in. It looks like they're putting Tell over in the back burner. Maybe saving him for... I mean, they'll probably go like a random slash roll to find out who's going to be first or last or whatever. But I wonder if he's being saved until he's fighting Griff. Gonna be Anthrax, a hunter on a demon hunter this time instead of rogue. Charging in. What is that glaive? What is that thing on your left hand? This coral looking thing. That's from like Najitara, isn't it? Mosey with immediate karma, trying to see if he can reverse the damage into Anthrax Hunter. Immediate immunity from the Netherwalk. I wonder if he has himself another stun available, whatnot. I-beam. This is going to be a massive black cat kick for Mosey. May need to use more defenses, trying to see if he can knock Anthrax out of his darkness, but that fellow eruption together with a big sigil might be a ton of damage. Anthrax could be get himself a lot of healing together with a hunt. Might be able to get himself a lot of recovery though. Mosey not feeling all that good. Needs to back up out of there. Might have to go for a second port if he has someone available. Stun to break out of the Fist of Fury. Blade Dancer right after. Just nothing he can do. Taking him out. That's Demon Hunter for you boys. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Demon Hunters, man. They're so bursty. We talked about how monks have gotten a pretty sizable buff recently, but dude, Demon Hunters keep getting nerfed. And then still just do a ton of damage. I am just trying to see if he can send me pets. Hold on a second. Sounds about to skill you. Hold on a second. Hold on a moment. He thought about turning around and attacking the pets. Not a bad idea, because a lot of the damage with Beastmaster is your pets, but I don't think it would commit that hard. Wait, Saz does have himself, I think, cooldown rolling, wasn't he? Did he already have these coordinated or Call of the Wild? Because if Call of the Wild has already been used, Holy Sire should be okay. Got himself immediate freeze. It's going to be Saz breaking out of that one with a trinket. Scatter, stun, just trying to see if he can get himself as much space as possible away from Saya. If he can slow him down, keep him at bay, he might be alright. I don't think it's a Hunter's Mark, or not a Hunter's Mark. Should probably be using Hunter's Mark, but I don't think there's a Hand of Freedom available for the Paladin, so he's actually can kite him out quite a bit though. Hand of Freedom back up. Holy Sire trying to see if he can charge at him. Saz got himself plenty of defense trying to see if he can kite the guy, but honestly, he needs to make sure there's some space where he actually has line of sight of him. Got himself all the pets surrounding Saya, but it doesn't even matter. Just gonna be able to take him out fairly quickly. With Aaron trying to see if he can send out some Dreadstalkers immediately at Saya. Got himself that smidge of line of sight behind the one pillar stun. Out in the open. Full set of pets is out. Hand to go down to follow. Saya might be in a lot of trouble. Blinded to all the pets. Might just walk away. Try to see if he can blind the entire army of demons. I think some of them got blinded. Some did not, because they're still doing plenty of damage to Saya. Might be a lot of trouble. Might be a spell warden right here, but even then I don't think that's going to be enough. Hand of Freedom, or rather lay on hands, to try to see if he can get himself a little bit extra health to work with, but he's so slowed down, can't do much. That's going to be the amplified Curse of Exhaustion, slowing him to a crippling crawl. Trying to see if he can maybe rush an Aaron. Hand of Freedom, keeping him moving, stun right after him. Aaron got plenty of defense to work with. Not Shield of Vengeance, his own version of Shield of Vengeance, right? Dark Pad, keeping him alive in plenty. Has wall in case he needs to. Port available. Paladin trying to see if he can use mobility to stay on the Warlock as best possible. Got him kind of low too. Holy Saya, not looking all that good right now. I don't know if he goes for a Blessing of Protection or if he goes in for Spell Warden against the demons, because a portion of the damage you take is physical damage with the demons, but a portion of the damage you take is from Aaron that is magic damage. If you go Spell Warden, all the demons just absolutely savage you. If you go Spell Warden, magic damage is reduced, but the physical damage is still taking a lot right now. So the Doom Guard cannot do much, but the Dreadstalkers as well as the Wrath Guard are all doing plenty of effort, plenty of pressure right now for Holy Side to deal with. Does go for a quick interrupt onto Aaron, stunned right after himself a trinket. Dreadstalkers to follow, both are super long wall last second. Saya does pick up a little bit of health last minute. That's just enough healing without wings. Does give him just enough survivability to live it. Well, Telrion up next. Tel has to go versus Holy Saya, giving him as much of an honor duel as possible, but Saya no longer has Bubble Bop or really anything in this situation. So for Tel at this point, he might just need to run at Saya, take him out very quickly so you can go after Neck or after Danas or after Grifka up next. So hopefully Griff isn't up next. Depending how much cooldowns Telrion commits here, he might be okay. Dropping down a banner, immediately big bleed onto Saya, who's trying to see if he can back up out of this as soon as possible. Hand of Freedom to keep him moving. Telrion trying to see if he can maybe get himself a charge. Does back out for a second. Big blaze from Trafalgar. Shield of Vengeance up for Saya. Saya trying to make sure that Telrion is going to have to use up plenty of his defenses, plenty of his utility, plenty of his cooldowns, plenty of his big buttons in order to take down Saya. He's not going to go down without a fight. Blind real quick. Searing Glare Dalaran will not be able to get anything that sticks on Saya for a little bit, but can't back out for just a second. Got himself a little bit of defense. Avatar still rolling in, and Saya chipping away at the guy with a couple of judgments here and there. I think Tal might just play the long game too. Second wind healing most likely. Saya needs to catch up back to the guy. Can catch up a little bit of healing, but at second wind letting Dalaran recover fully. I mean, it's just going to be glorious for the guy. He could just AFK out for just a second. Well, Saya, I guess he's also going to AFK out too. The longer this game goes, the better chance Saya actually gives his team of beating Tal. I think Tal is racing against the clock right now. If you can fight, take out Saya before dampening really kicks up, or rather before the bubble comes back up for Saya in 8 seconds, I think Saya actually got himself a winnable position. The bubble should give him an opportunity here. Got himself a Blessing of Sanct. Maybe that'll be enough. Trying to see if he can remove or deny any kind of stuns out of Tal, and looks like he got himself plenty of counter pressure versus Tal, who doesn't want to pop a parry here if at all possible. He really would like to say that for the next guy, but having to use it, a shield of edges is up, gives him a little bit extra health to work with. Hand of Freedom does let Saya run out, even with the charges, not able to root him at all whatsoever. Able to get himself plenty of mobility. Tal tried to see if he could back up out of there, but Saya got bubble on his back. He's got plenty of stuff he could work with. Wake up matches to slow down Tal. Might not have too many answers. Got him to reflect. Does not reflect a Hodge. Tal might be in a lot of trouble. Dropping out banner. It isn't long at all, but has to trick it out of it anyway. That banner would have actually prevented a lot of that stun's duration. But looks like he didn't feel comfy there at all. Trying to see if he can leap away. Maybe second wind starts kicking in sometime soonish. Holy Side just needs to reach him, AoEs him out as he tries to see if he can Shadow Meld. The bubble right after Tal has no answer here. Trying to go for Shatter Throw. He does pick up Shattering. Normally warriors don't pick up a Shattering Throw in duels, but I guess he's going up against 2 Paladins, right? Danis as well as Saya. So he might as well use it against one or the other. Trying to use Blaze Storm just to give himself a bit of mobility, looking to get away from Saya, but he does end up collapsing everything onto the warrior. With now last one left over for the team too, dampening at 33%. Saya just pressed bubble. There's nothing he could really do against the Demon Hunter, as the guys just try to see if he can backflip out to immune any kind of stuns. Shield of Minutes breaks, but now just barely feels it. Blind together with a bit of Searing Glare onto now to at least try to see if he can prevent some of the Demon Hunter's damage, but the DH is not deterred at all. Saya on the full retreat. Got him some wings. Maybe they'll give him a little bit of survivability. Got himself laying hands last second. Almost avoiding. I was about to say avoiding, but almost avoiding the Chisel of Fear. Got himself a bit of damage into now, but so far the Demon Hunter is doing okay. Full stun. Maybe this way he can make something happen. Still having to use globals defensively, and as long as he has to use globals defensively, there isn't much he can really do. Griff last, probably going to be the last one that now I guess to meet, unless now somehow just ends up getting a kill. I don't know if he can. He doesn't have a trinket anymore, but maybe some way, somehow he can at least prevent Griff from catching a re-stealth. That or... yeah, I was gonna say maybe like, hey, can I fight Donis instead? Can I fight Neck instead? Can I fight anybody that isn't a rogue? Versus my first match after the Paladin. So at least there's a chance here. Doesn't it pick it up a little bit of health though? You're getting hit with a stun. Big cleave, Blade Dance, get him so super low. Griff trying to see if he can maybe respond with a trinket to follow Cloak of Shadows. Is going to be enough to bail out. Trying to go for a step. That Demon Hunter does not let him step whatsoever. Is going to imprison him for a second. Blade Dance right after. Got him some advantage. Still more or less charged towards the Rogue. He doesn't even know that he actually charged at the Rogue. Towards his direction. Rogue is still dotted. Get a shot onto the Demon Hunter. This is an opportunity to maybe get himself a big go. Now takes huge eviscerates back to back. What is this? Does he survive it? No. Blade Dance? No. It was so close. But no, the Demon Hunter just got ripped apart by the Subtlety Rogue. Absolutely no chance. As long as the Age does not have a trinket, the Rogue can just do whatever he wants to him. My god, he just needs to survive. He just needs to live the Demon Hunter's entire go, and he'll be a-okay. Oh my god. Last one again, invite. We'll get another one going.